PTI is a custom plastic injection molding company. We were founded in 1984. So we've been in this building for several years. We've been here since 2008. We employ 325 people and we run 3 shifts a day. We support several industries. We do mostly medical, but we also have automotive, consumer products, and electronics. Also, we serve the aerospace and defense industry.
So in March of last year, March of 2020, PTI received the call from General Motors and asked if we would be a partner with them in the ventilator project. And of course, we jumped right in. Our tooling and engineering departments worked tirelessly, got on board, and we had the ventilator parts ready for the assembly to go in record time. But along with that, we also knew we could do something more. What capabilities does PTI have, and how could we use those to help? And that's when we came up with the idea of producing face shields. We had the manpower, we had the materials, and we could do it quickly because, of course, looking around and hearing everything coming even just from our local hospitals, there was a dire need for PPE, and face shields was one of the quick things we could do.
What we did essentially was we built on designs that were already out there for face shields, and we improved it to come up with a better product. The designer that worked on this program, he researched a lot of the face shields that were out at that time, and we did some prototyping, we did 3D modeling until we came up with a design that we were comfortable with. And then from that point, he did the design in about 6 days at the end of March, and then we submitted it to our tooling department and manufacturing, and the first shields came off the line on May 5th. So for us, that's a really great timeline to get these in the hands of the people that needed them.
So ultimately, when we were trying to assess what the need in the community was, we had to define who's a frontline worker, and the obvious one was the hospital systems. So we had a massive outreach to all the local hospital systems, got those in the hands quickly to doctors and nurses and everyone working in a hospital facility within not only Macomb County, but the Tri-County area. One of the biggest issues that we saw, or needs we saw, was out in the community. There's a lot of volunteer services that didn't have access to PPE, including food banks or shelters for the homeless, any type of community service. So we did a really broad outreach to them, and our biggest single donation ended up being to Gleaners Food Banks. We were able to provide all 225 Gleaners banks with a box of face shields, so that helped their volunteer force stay out there. And ultimately, we ended up donating over 145,000 face shields, not only in Macomb County, but the Tri-County area and really across Southeast Michigan. We know that our team can be prepared to jump in and pivot to whatever a need might be in the community or in the industry. So we proved to ourselves how quickly we can transition to something that's needed.